Welcome to Ravens Over. Please subscribe to my channel, also the notification bell, like this video and share. A lot of you family members has been asking me what is wrong with me. Y'all like something is really happening to you. I know you are my earth angels. You can see through my pain. I want to share with you the things that's bothering me, that's really hurting me, and amongst a lot of other things, but it's a lot more deeper than I've been sharing, and I'm going to share it with you. Now, it's been complicated because I really didn't even want to share it because of negativity. But as a two-spirit woman, I want to share with you why your sister's been hurting so bad. And even though I suffer in silence, I want to share with you as of now. Okay? Share this video with you. Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody getting for ya. What's going on, people? Subscribe to my channel. What's up, people? It is the day of another day that we call Tuesday. Anybody being said, what's going on, people? Hopefully everybody's doing everything as far as being safe in this world. We're living in and knocking down doors to making your dreams come true and practicing ignore. Now, of course, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of people hit me up in my inbox and stuff asking me what is wrong with me. Instagram, Facebook, stuff like that, and I understand y'all study me, y'all don't miss a trick. I'm going to come clean with you, and I'm going to share with you. And I kind of didn't even want to share this video at all. I kind of didn't really want to do it only because I do not like nobody's talking about the woman who birthed me. I just have a problem with it. I could talk about her, but I don't let anybody else talk about it. It just bothers me. Some people may understand exactly what I mean. Okay. You already know our relationship is strained. I haven't talked to her in years and stuff like that. I haven't heard from her, talked. I don't know if she's living or dead. But at the end of the day, she does not like what God said to her. And she made it very clear. Okay, let me just give the backstory. You go to my video before, but I'm going to share with you. But this is the problem I'm having. Okay. She knew what I was. And she used to always make comments like, you just want to be me, you want to be me. I didn't understand what that meant, but as I got older, it makes sense. The family always used to say I had the worst life out of all the children, the siblings, and I never understood why, but I understood now. Because the woman who birthed me hated me, and she was telling people about me behind the scenes. Yes, sometimes people who hate gay people could bring a gay child or a trans child or whatever child to the world. And just because they brought the child to the world does not mean they have to love you. And she chose not to, and that's fine. So I get to watch other people. Now I know at first I was like, well, maybe she can't love, but I watch her. She treat my cousin. She loved her. She went up and down the street for her, do anything for her. When it came to me, the answer was always no. Christmas time would come, I would always get a house coat, slippers, and that was it. I watch everybody's get TVs, da 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 da. And I was like, well, damn, why is they getting the big gifts and I'm getting, mediocre? Because she didn't like, she was raising a gay child, whatever the case may be. I get it now. People would step aside the family, would try to talk to her and stuff like that, but she would like freak out. Oh, you can't make me. She started crying. It was like the worst thing in the world for her to love me, and it would bring her to tears. It would hurt her so bad. And I had a conversation with her. On the phone with someone else, and she started crying. She held the phone up. Okay, fine. She didn't want to be bothered with me. Simple fact of the matter is, well, the thing about it was that the conversation went. She said, "My insides are messed up. If I'd known you'd have been this way, I never would have had you. You ruined my life. Okay, I get it. I ruined your life. Clearly, you're not happy with what God sent you. That's fine." The problem is that at first I tried to blame the world. I was like, if y'all didn't do this to her, sometimes you don't want to accept the person's doing it. It's like, y'all didn't do this to her. If y'all looked at me as a gift, then she would have had me, then she would have saw me as a gift. But y'all let her see me as a curse. And at the end of the day, I have to suffer for what the world put on her mind to making me live this life I'm living. because she wasn't strong enough to stand in her truth, and she wasn't strong enough woman to say, you know what, this is my baby, I'm going to love my baby, I don't care what nobody got to say. Y'all let her already hate me before I even knew who I was. Here it is, I'm going with the woman that could have put me in the bathtub and drowned me and killed me. But it makes sense why she never stayed around. It makes sense why she was never home. It makes sense why she always made me like. And it's funny because everybody would make comments, but I didn't get it. You know, it's funny because she didn't hide it. You know, she was very committed in letting me know how much she didn't like me, the person I was. She was always to say, well, I have to be really strong when I'm around you because I was officially the enemy because, you know, I destroyed her life. And, you know, you feel like somebody, like a threat, I guess like a prison. You know, the guy in prison, I'm just using an example. A guy in prison always fighting you every time you saw a person in school. You know, always fighting you. When you see the person, you get readied up. So when she see me, she'll get readied up because I'm the enemy. Okay. I get it. Now, the thing that gets me is that I get it. I'm never going to have a parent's love. I get it. I get it. I get the watch. I'm just not going to come my way. And it's by no means just a pity party. I really don't care about your pity and stuff like that. That's not what I'm saying it for. But the problem is that my friend mother died. Him and his mother had a problem. He was not gay or whatever. He was straight. And his mother died. And she would call me on the phone and stuff like that because he ended up marrying a girl who basically, anyway, I won't give all this business away, but his mother would call me on the phone because he got locked up because he had a wife, so that they asked her sex. She said, go ahead, have sex with me, have sex with me, I'm tired of you. He got in bed with her, had sex with her, and after he finished having sex with her, she got him locked up. She called it rape. Another reason why, trust issues. So me and his mother and I was always on the phone conversating back and forth and stuff. So she was like, I don't know what to do. So finally we got him out of jail. And he's crying over this girl, and his mother has cancer. By him going to jail, his mother died from cancer. It killed her. And I couldn't understand how he wasn't so concerned about his mother versus this girl that just got him locked up. He said, but I still love her, but your mother is dead because of this whole mess between you and her, or her, whatever. So I had to help him move and stuff like that because it's a lot to the story. I'm not going to show his business. But the thing is that once she died, he said he didn't care about all the bad things that she did to him. He wished he could have her back. And I was like, wow. And then I think within the woman who birthed me, and I'm thinking to myself, could this be me? Could this be my situation? Because death is final. And I remember my friends talking me into going to stay when she was in the hospital and stuff. When I showed up and stuff, she jumped on my face. I was like, oh my God. She had to have heart surgery. They thought she was going to die. They said, go see her, go see her, go see her. I went to see her and stuff, and the way she jumped up in my face, she was like this by my face. So I was just waiting for her just to hit me because it wouldn't be unknown. She used to punch me in the face all the time. She always told everybody she would never hit me in the face, but she used to just, grab me by my afro and just start, I got used to it. That's probably why I don't cry no more when people try to beat me up because I already been punched in the face. This as a child growing up. She always hit me in the face. And the thing about it is that I get it. You hated what you were raising. I get that. So when I got to the hospital and stuff, the way she said, she just jumped up my face, she's freaking out and stuff, she's having a tantrum. Nobody owe you nothing, like nobody owe you something, nobody owe you shit. She would freak out. Okay, fine. I wish I never went down there, and I told myself, I'm gonna deal with this because this is not about me, it's about being here for her. She went through the surgery, it went fine, I went home. I got home, I got a phone call from her. She says to me, don't you ever come to my house dressed as a woman again. I said, okay. She said, I have that right. Okay. My personal opinion, I'm about to blame somebody else, as I always do. I believe my uncle had a conversation where he said, you need to let that child know that that you don't like it. Now remind you, her brother still got his family. Everyone else has their family, but she has no one. But she actually got married to somebody else, I guess she do got somebody. She may have a lot more people than I realize because I'm not in her life, so I really don't know. But the thing that got me was, it's like, you're really committed to this. Like, you really are committed. Like, you're going to take this all the way to your grave. Like, it's almost as if I came here by myself. You know, it's bad if the world is shitting on me, then you shitting on me, then the men is shitting on me. It's like, well, damn. It's like the abuse don't never stop. It's like I feel like I'm pushing a pool, and I'm trying to fight to come up the air, and it's like they keep pushing me back down. And it's like, well, damn, how much can one person take before they break? That's why I just start cutting men off and everything else, because I have to start saving myself. And then now I'm thinking to myself, you know, you're getting older. Death is coming to her, or maybe you never know. And the thing is, like, death is final. And will this be the end of that story? Will this just be a person who just says, well, she's dead now, and it cannot be resolved? And I know people say, well, you know, you could fix it. She's not she's not that type of person. Like I said before, she looks at me as the enemy. She cannot stand me, and only people like me who've got parents like this understand exactly what I'm saying. They hate us upon sight. If the KKK needs to find me, she would go pick them up and bring it right to my door, and she'd probably hold the door to make sure I don't come out. When I first got my apartment, I put a chair underneath the door because I didn't want to bust through the door to come in on me. And I got so tired of her crying and being upset with people for trying to make her love me when she didn't want to. I was like, listen, just leave her alone. Like, leave her alone. She doesn't want to. Just leave her alone. And the thing about it is that I learned that sometimes you just got to deal with the cards that's been dealt with you or dealt to you. I had trust issues, obviously. The father been split, but she told me, well, he told me that everyone already knew what I was from a child. I never hid it. I didn't know like there's something to hide because I didn't know anything was wrong with me or anything that was I doing anything that was different. But come to find out, clearly it was something that was very different. I was just the only person that didn't know. People make little comments and stuff, but you know, you pay no mind. And you know, I didn't know that she was that much upset. We got into an argument. I went to the woman, I called my mother, I went to her house and stuff, and went there, and no, actually we got into an argument because she was like, about gay stuff, and we got into an argument, and I was like, I was going to go to my aunt. So I went to my aunt's house, and she found I went to my aunt's house, and she called my aunt up, and she was like, he's nothing but a fucking faggot. He got fucking guys up in here. He's a fucking fag, da da da. And my aunt told me everything she said. The woman who birthed me denied it, but I knew my aunt wouldn't know this information unless you shared this with her, because I'm a private person. And the thing about it is that my aunt had a conversation, when I called my mother, she had a conversation with the woman who birthed me, and it told her that we needed to work this out because I was her child. My uncle was like, it's wrong the way she keep doing you. This is just wrong. He says, I want me to talk to her, just let it go. He's like, I'm going to tell her what she's doing is wrong. So anyway, she came to the house to pick me up from my aunt's house and stuff to have a conversation. So there was like, you know, you have to take your child back home. She wouldn't come back home. She didn't want his stuff money. I told you when I started laughing, I got nervous energy. She didn't want to come back home to me. It was like sending her back home to the enemy. And it's amazing because it's like, you know you birthed me, you brought me here. You and that man, y'all brought me here to this world. And it's like, y'all make it seem like I came on my own. Like, y'all did to do whatever case to be. I don't know how y'all brought me here, whether it was they was married. But I don't know the backstory with them two. But clearly they didn't get along. But y'all still created a baby. And I'm a reminder of him to her, her to him, what kids to be. Y'all brought me here. And y'all both are willing to go through this whole life without me, and unbothered. That's the shit that gives me. So if y'all want to know why I was at my fullest poverty, that was the elephant in the room. I share with you. And due to the fact I'm never going to know it's like that for parents' love, and the fact that they can make other families and show them love right in front of my eyes, as I sit in the back and watch it, go, well, damn, that's not even your real kid, you know. But due to the fact of what I am, they just rather not see me again, so it's fine. So I just always felt it was kind of, some people said, well, just have a talk. I don't trust her. If you watch somebody cry over the fact that they have to bond with you because they can't stand you, you don't listen. It's not genuine. Because I know that you don't like me. You know, you feel like I destroyed your whole life. You know, she's these things. She told me, you destroyed my life. I've known you so I never would have had you. You know, and she would freak. At first I was like, she's just mad at me. But then they come to find out, and all the rumors around the family, there was a fag in the building. There was a fag in the family. I couldn't figure out who this fag was. And it was me. Who knew? I didn't. I looked in a world that didn't think of things the way I've learned the world really is. And I blamed the world. It was like, if y'all made her feel like she brought a gift to the world, then she wouldn't do me this way. But y'all made her feel like she brought a curse to the world. And in some countries were killed for being born into these families and murdered and tortured. And then they'll put a sign on the, after we get murdered, they'll put a sign for everybody to see it, and it'll say, we molested a child. And that's not why we were murdered. We were murdered for being gay. We were murdered for being a lesbian. We was murdered for being bisexual. But they'll put the tag up there and say, y'all can hate on us too, and not really realize the truth when that tag is saying. They're saying to us, this is not what's happened. You hated your child, and you need someone else to hate on it. God bless the parents who keep their children to them and close. And unfortunately, this story is not just unfamiliar. A lot of us go through this type of thing. And then we meet men that abuse us even more so, which just make things worse. I have to save myself and to step away from men because the abuse is just overwhelming. I already had a mild stroke, and the doctors already, I told y'all I'm about to have a stroke again. I warned y'all about my condition and stuff. I try to say this with you just in case one day it's going to be, let's be clear, it's going to be a time I'm not going to be on here. I'm suffering from a lot of health problems as far as stress, and I've been warned by the doctor 7 that I'm about to stroke out. So I don't even know if I'm going to have a stroke or, God forbid, if I'm going to stroke or a bunch of seizures. I don't know what's going to happen. I try to keep y'all aware of this because I want to be telling y'all, it's not funny. But I wanted to tell y'all are the last days of Raven, like I'm about to leave y'all soon. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. So that's the reason why I wanted to say this about as far as what was bothering me. Y'all have Facebook, so now y'all know like what is really going on with you, Ray. Sometimes I can deal with it, sometimes it bothers me, especially when I see death ass and stuff. Anyway, y'all can comment below if you want to share your stuff you want. I just top this Instagram button, you follow me, I follow back. Let's try to love you, and thank you for watching. Catch the Ray. Come on, Raven, let's go on Instagram. I wrote a song called I'm Sorry. It's dedicated to my parents. It's silent cries. So if y'all want to find out, go to Raven Over and put I'm Sorry. Raven Over Music, I'm Sorry. And you can get the full video. And you'll see the lyrics. They'll tell you everything about the woman who birthed me and the father who helped make me. People do things to you and always want you to forgive. Thinking that all they gotta do is say, I'm sorry. I'm Slice your face up, I'm sorry. I burn your forehead up, I'm sorry. Like Like I said before, subscribe to my channel. At the top there's the Instagram button. If you follow me, I'll follow back. Like I said before, put "I'm sorry" by Raven over in the search and you can see the full video there. Comment, like this video, and share. Have you ever, your parents got rid of you or gave you a hard way to go? Comment, let's share, let's start the conversation. At the top there's an Instagram button. Follow you, I'll follow back. Love you. Love you.